Hey y'all, it's Coach Jay, and we are embarking on the holidays. We all know that the holidays are full of excitement, full of nostalgia, full of spending money and shopping and gathering with the people we love and some of the people we don't love. So, I am sharing this series with you, Happiness and Harmony for the Holidays, how to handle the holidays with awareness and intentionality. This series is about how you can be your most authentic self even during the most traditional time of the year. This is a time when all of the things you've practiced throughout the year are going to be tried and tested as you maneuver the traditions of life and society. Now, November and December of almost every year in the United States are filled with all the things you've been doing since you were 5 or 6 years old, right? The family gatherings, the amazing activities, the delicious foods, and all of the pressures to perform a certain way for your family, your colleagues, and your community. This particular time of the year can make us go back on the things we said we didn't enjoy before and the habits that we said we weren't going to participate in anymore. We find ourselves doing things that we don't really want to do. I want to share with you in this series how to handle the holidays with awareness and mindfulness, how to not make Aunt Betty and Uncle Terry mad, and how to walk into January with happiness and harmony instead of resentment and regret. Let's start with the foundational part of this: values, standards, and boundaries. I know everyone doesn't practice or celebrate Christmas, but let me help you get through the holiday season. I've heard that there's nearly 47 celebrations between the beginning of October and the end of January. That is considered the holiday season. And whatever you celebrate, it's important that you are able to celebrate it as your most authentic self. The first step is to know your values. What is important to you? Your values are the things that are important to you. What things matter the most to you? Is it comfort? Is it warmth? Is it safety? Is it happiness and joy? If you find yourself doing something that doesn't bring you joy, and joy is one of your values, you may have to eliminate that particular tradition for the holiday season because it doesn't align with your values. The second thing, know what your standards are. Your standards are what you need to survive and thrive, to keep your emotional system regulated, to understand what it takes for you to continue to do something and not have that feeling of burnout or exhaustion or regret or resentment, right? And so your standards are the things that you need to survive and thrive. Do you need a little bit of quiet time? Do you need time away every so often from the group? What do you need? And lastly, be clear on your boundaries. Your boundaries are the things you plan to do if your standards are not met. So, for example, if Aunt Betty starts talking about unhealthy weight loss, aging, she starts talking about when are you going to have kids, or when are you going to get married, or who do you like, and you don't want to discuss those things, what are you going to do in order to ensure that you are doing what's best for you during the holiday season, that you're being aware, intentional, and mindful? Are you going to move to another room and watch TV? Are you going to pack up your things all together and leave? Are you going to start reading your book? Are you going to put your headphones in and listen to a podcast? What are you going to do? You can't control Aunt Betty. You can't control what Uncle Terry says. You can't tell them what they can't say. But you can identify what you are going to do when your standards are not met. When you feel yourself not being aligned with your values anymore. When you find yourself unsafe in some of the holiday traditions, this is the best time to identify what are my values, what are my standards, what are my boundaries, and create and choose your traditions based on those things. Maybe one of your values is warmth, so you definitely want to do Christmas hot chocolate movie night because that makes you feel warm. That's a tradition that you can continue or that you can create that aligns with your values. If your standard is that there is a place for you to get respite and to have quiet time, you are able to create that tradition before the holidays start. We don't want to wait until we are in the middle of the tradition to realize we don't enjoy it. We would like to go ahead and be proactive and decide which traditions we're going to engage with and which ones we are not going to engage with and which traditions are we going to create for ourselves. Okay? Hopefully this helped. This was the very first episode for happiness and harmony for the holidays. I want you guys to have a great, beautiful, and warm holiday. You deserve that. And this is where it starts. You deserve to be able to enjoy the traditions, to be able to enjoy your family, to be able to enjoy the nostalgia in an authentic way. Okay? I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.